Hey, what's up, everybody? It is the afternoon, Wednesday the 15th. Going to wrap up the market trading for the day. And not as crazy a day today as yesterday, obviously. I'm going to turn this on real quick. That's not Stardew Valley. Yeah, there we go. So you can see from, let me zoom out here a little bit. Just looking to start with the SP 500 right here. The purple line is just the daily extensions for the day, and it ticked right off of there. Let me take this thing off. Don't need that on there. So you can see it hit right off the 1.146 extension level. That was the high of the day today here in the SP 500. What these blue lines are, it's a new trade setup I'm looking at. I'm not sure if it's going to be one that I'm going to utilize moving forward, but of course I did get in it today on the Rusell that I show here in just a little bit in a second over here. And so yeah, it's basically what it is. Now what we do have right here though is we do have a potential retracement trade set up, and in fact we're going to say it's dead and done and just from there. So using that semaphore pivot point, you can see we have the low point right there, came up, hit the 50, went down. Let me put it back on the 1.146, hit that, and then if I was paying attention, I was looking at other things, I missed it because it hit right off the 50 and hit right down to the 38. So that would have been a real nice gain, about 2.5 points right there. So missed that trade, but it is what it is. And yes, that's basically the S&P 500. Not too surprising after you had this huge move up from the previous day to just kind of not do a whole lot today. It's pretty much just a sideways day all day. And the top was the 1.146 level. This is typically, I use the previous day's highs and lows, and these are the extension levels highs, and then the lows are right down there. Obviously that's not going to get hit. And typically what happens is when it hits in this area, this box right here, price slows down, and that's where you see reversals come from. But then you have some days like yesterday, for instance, and yesterday it was just straight blowout day. And you have those occasionally. I'd say maybe about 10% of the time, 10-15% in my non-scientific guess, but most of the time when it hits that, that's where you're going to see the price slow down for the day and stop it. But not yesterday. So then going over here to the Rusell, this is the trade I was talking about right here. This is what I'm in, and the best way to learn a trade setup, see if it works, is just go live with it. If it doesn't work, then it doesn't work, you lost some money for it, and then look for the next one. But what I'm using is the 5-minute chart for it, and you can see also today it hit right up in, see between that box right there, the purple box, that's the extension levels for a day, hit right up in there, and again that was the stopping point for a day. I'm going to take it off so the line's off of there. So what it is, you're just looking for, you got a swing point high, swing point low, higher high, lower low right there. So you just draw the blue lines, and then whichever way it breaks out of, closes above, you go long. So when it goes long, then what you do is you take the low to the high of it, and you go over to, which one was it? I don't know if it's this one or not. Yeah, that one. And so the target is up here at 300% up there. Now, obviously, that may be way too much, but from the other ones that I'd seen for it that I looked over, that was what that's what it was. I don't even need these things on. I have these things on. I'm not using the microphone anymore. So it went up to the in between the 1.146 and 1.44 just from that move. But again, the X I'm looking for is the 300% line up there, and or originally it was up there. And so kind of like the safety net that I have when I've seen from another time it didn't work is went back the other way, you get in at the 61.8% just from that move to that move, and then you move the exit, you move your exit, see I got them right there, up to just below where the original entry point was right there. And so you see it's found some support right there. But tomorrow, if this thing continues to go down, if it gets down about right here, I'm just going to call it a loss, cut my losses right there. It'll stink, but hey, it is what it is. and put this in the trash pile of, this this trade setup doesn't work, or for what I was looking for. I mean, maybe the target is just 1.44, maybe that's what it is, and just from the other setup. So I was looking for it. It just, those were runaway ones, and maybe the real exit is the 1.44. I think it's the 1.618. It's too high for it. Let's see here. 0. That one. Oh, I gotta do a negative. No, it actually hit right up there off of it. Look at that. Interesting. So that might be the exit. Maybe the 0.618 up there. I'm gonna change that color. So we'll see. We'll see which one it's going to be. It's going to be the 300%, which that's what I was hoping from this, because I was looking for my minimum type of trade, or if it's just going to be the 0.618 for it. So if it is, then yeah, I missed out on that trade. That stinks, because that would have been, I got in about right. What did I get in about right there? It's good, close to 10 point, at least 9 point move right there. But if not, it is what it is, and then we'll just start looking at, I'm seeing that a lot today, 0.618. So that's what we're looking for in that trade setup for the Russell. Obviously, I hope tomorrow, overnight, it just zooms on up to right there, gets me out of it. And if it does go up, continue to go up and hit the 300% trade, then that'd be great, because then that would be hit, but I'll already be out there. I don't know why it always does this. It always changes it up. There, finally. There, that's the profit potential for it. Going over to the old Dow Jones, got another potential one. You see it hasn't closed above the blue line right there. So we're not looking at getting in from that, but it has created some more using this right here. Some more ABCD trade setups right there. See, it came down, hit that. I mean, that's close enough. So we'll go and use this high right there. So that's a good one to use right there. So we're going to keep that for that ABCD retracement trade setup. You can see there's the low, there's the high, came back and hit the 50 and also 61.8. Didn't break below that low right there. Went up, hit the target, has not come back, hit the 50%. So we'll change this over to the retracement set. And so what we're looking for is when price comes back down to the 50%, that's going to be the first entry to get into it. We'll see, is there any good profit potential? You know what? There's not even that good of profit potential for it, so I don't think we'll take it. I forgot this is just a 5-minute chart right here, so we're not going to worry about that. We'll go to 15-minute where it gets better profit potential. You see we have one waiting for it down here that hasn't gotten hit yet, right there. So we'll see about that. Now oil here is just a normal old retracement trade setup I'm in right here. Nothing big about it. But if you do notice, look at this price. This is also this in there, negative 0.68. See right there, that's getting pretty close to getting hit right there. If that is truly going to be, make that easier to see, the exit for this setup right here in oil. See that? You got that. Here's the swing high, swing low, swing higher high, swing low. You just wait for a break. Broke out right there. I was looking at it today. I still wanted to get in, but I was already in that Rusell trade, so I didn't get in. Because again, I really don't know if this is going to be a trade setup that works. And obviously, I chose the wrong one to get in rather than the Rusell, because I thought about getting out the Rusell, because at that time I was a little bit in profit for the Rusell. Thought about getting in here, but of course didn't. So got in on the wrong way, and it's gone down. Good 80 ticks right there. So we'll see if that's going to be the exit, the 1.618 right there, or is it all the way down here at the 300%, which I've seen from some other ones. For if it turns out this is the exit, that's fine too. That's still a good little trade setup to add to the arsenal right there. Of course, I wish it was the 300%, which from what I've seen had worked on just about every other one except except the one that I'm currently in right now. But anyways, this just straight up retracement trade. I know there's a lot of lines on here right now, but it was back over from using this ABC right there, ABCD. There you go, right there. So it gets in. That's a 50% retracement right there, taking it up right there. If it keeps going down, it's 61.8 or 61.8 right there. I'll get in, then I'll have my exits right there. If it keeps on going down here, you see this red line to 78.6. I got 2 contracts getting right there. Then you put the exit just above the 61.8, but that's just the standard old retracement trade setup. And then there's actually 2 of them down here. You got this one, and you got this one right there. So that's why there's so many lines. So if I delete that, it makes it a little bit easier to see for it. So yeah, that's that. I'll put this back on. You know, I always leave it off. No, I'll put it on. So that's oil. That's what we're looking for in oil. Just seeing if this trade setup, the kind of expanding triangle setup, if the true exit is the 1.618 or if it's the 300% down here. I'm hoping it's at 300%. Same for the Rusell. And then for Nasdaq we have over here. This is a retracement trade setup, and I actually got lucky on this today because at the time it's just using a 5-minute trade right here, 5-minute bar. There's the low, there's the high. You can see it came down here right off the 50, didn't even close below it, went up there and it would have hit the target. Let's see, hit it target. So then we just put the retracement on. And so what truly happened was, again, I wasn't watching it at this time. I was off doing something else. Price came down, got me in right there. And then actually in the same bar, it got me in right here at 1580, 70.5, and then got me out 1588.1.0. And that should have been it, because once you get your first one hit, then you don't get in the second and third one, 61.8, 70.6. But I wasn't at my computer, and so after that bar it went straight down again, got me in there, continued to go down, and then went down here, got me in 2 contracts right there. Looked like it was going to scream down lower right there, because I mean at the time when you're looking at this right here, when you're looking at it live, picture this bar being a red bar. This is just, it opened up right here, it opened right here, and then it's just screaming low right there. So it looks like this thing is just going, because I'm gonna look at this right here. You've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down bars, you know, and 4 real strong bars right there. And then you have, looks like what's going to be a 5th one right there screaming down, and it just reverses around 70.6. Why it reversed right there, I don't know, but it did. And then went up and filled me right around this area. It's a 1580, 60.5. So about right there where got out of that contract and those 2 contracts. So got lucky there. I need to make sure that when I have trades on that I don't go off and do, or when I have trades that aren't filled and you take them off. But got lucky there. And so anyways, that's how that one worked. And then, yeah, just looking for other opportunities here moving forward. If you look at 5-minute chart, let's see, no, that's the 50. Oh yeah, this is one right here. Okay, we got one going into tomorrow. You can see it tick right off the, close enough to it. Is that, what's the high of that? 1577.25. Yes, 1577.3. That's fine. It's a couple ticks off from it. That's close enough. So went down and hit it. So we'll just put the and look at this right here. This is actually just a straight up ABCD move right here. A, B, C, D, and also happened to be just the 1.414 extension level. See, got a little support off the 1.146, and then the 1.14 was where it got support off of. So we'll just change this to retracement set trade, and so we're just looking for it to come back up here, and we'll look at short it just based upon those things I had mentioned earlier. And then if you look at the daily, I think it's like right over here, extension levels for the day for this one. See it right up in the box, right up in there, right between the 1.146 and the 1.44, and that's where it found its resistance for the day. So then, you know, tomorrow's levels are going to be going into tomorrow, assuming, you know, this is the low and that remains a high. Those are going to be the levels. Those are going to be the levels for tomorrow. Right down there and right up there. So that's that. There's oil. So yeah, that's those are the trades for today. Let's go over Bitcoin here real quick. Typically for Bitcoin, I look for the longer term stuff for it, but let's see this. Since I have long-term trades for Bitcoin for that. So it's 15 minute right there. So that's that one for the retracement trade setup. That one looks like it probably needs to come back and get filled. So we'll look for that for Bitcoin, although right there it may have gotten it in right there. I mean, that's pretty dang close. When it gets that close, you just need to call it right there, because you have your entry right here, but if it's coming up just 95, yeah, it's that close to it. You just need to call it and take it, say it's close enough, because not every single time in these trade setups is the price going to go hit it and then they come back. It sometimes gets a little too close there. So let's go a little bit longer time frame for Bitcoin here. It's hourly chart. Yeah, that one's done. That was just a typical ABCD move right there. We'll go there to there. See that? Down there to fill it all out. And this looks like it's creating an ABCD move, looking to go higher right there. It doesn't look like we have for the new trade setup I was looking for. Let me go back to Bitcoin. Let's go to daily. And I mean, still the price target I have on Bitcoin is all the way up here at 78,815. It's just from 5-wave Elliott move 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If price breaks the purple line right here, then it's a not legit Elliott wave move for the way I look at it. So I look for retracements to get some structure to the Elliott wave. So I look for a retracement at least back down to the 38% line for it before you can have it move back up, because if it's just going, let's say we got that and then it only comes down like that far before moving up, I don't consider that enough for a retracement. I had looked at the 23.6 before, but it's the 38% is what I look for. So anyway, so yeah, you can see it got real close to breaking it, but didn't do it. And so that's the price target I still have for it, 78,000 for it. Let's see. Do we have an expanded potential trade? Let's see here. Nope, that one is lower than it. No, it's higher than that, so we don't have weekly. And pretty much same thing for weekly as well. All right, so for recording, that's going to do it for today. Thanks, everyone, and see you all tomorrow. Bye.